Okay, so I think we are live on YouTube. So hello everybody. Welcome to the Node.js security team meeting. This is going to be the second meeting of February, if I'm not wrong. Let me share in the chat the agenda for today. So please add your names on the list. And first of all, there is any announcements that anyone want to make? Okay, I can do a fast announcements. This has been a security release made for all the lines, so for 18, 20, and 21 on Tuesday, if I remember well. So worth checking the blog post and updating to the latest version if possible for those who are watching us. And yeah, I think first official topic in the agenda today is the vulnerability review. So yeah, let's have a look on that. Let me also pass the link on the chat. Yeah, I think, Michael, you're more aware of this than
Yeah,
myself.
I think I see there's three new ones. The
Yep,
CD 2020 40727. I suspect those are one of the low sev OpenSSL ones where they don't issue a patch.
yep,
But we'll just need to take a look and tag them like that.
yeah.
Just see OpenSSL. But other than that, nothing new. We'll check on those and get them tagged, but otherwise don't see anything.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sounds good to me. So yeah, next one in the agenda then is the OpenSSF scorecard monitor. So let me have a look because there is a pull request that I opened just a few minutes ago. Okay, and there is an issue. So yeah, the pull request is the 1230 and the issue is the 1229. So yeah, overall, there are some discrepancies that you might see on the reports if you check the deltas. There are some problems. Yeah, let me share my screen because that's interesting in case that desktop one, in case that anyone is tracking the repos. So I think you should be able to see GitHub and not Visual Studio Code, right? Yeah, okay. That was the right screen. Okay, so yeah, I put a note here just to clarify this a little bit. But yeah, basically, if we check out to some of the details, for example, in the Node.js org, if you have a look here, sometimes you might get a red question mark here. When you see this red question mark here, is because there are some discrepancies between the data that we have from the previous commit and the data that arrive from the API in the current commit. So this happened, for example, when there is an issue on running on the API and we don't detect the differences or we don't detect the license, things like that. And this might affect the scoring because we don't modify the global scoring. So sometimes we see discrepancy. So seems like the last patch run for the API was a little bit tricky. And yeah, there are some question marks in some of the reports, just for you to know. Overall, I was looking on all the details individually. Seems like there are no actions from our side, except one thing worth to mention, which is actually in the node.js.org repository, which is that there is a new vulnerability detected. This vulnerability you might have of this week that was related to a vulnerability with the method is public in the Node API library. It's a community library. Let me see if I can find this one. So yeah, it has been a long discussion on the PM repositories and other. If I remember well, we might get positive on this because we depend on semantic versioning, who depends on a library that depends on the API basically. But yeah, that's the only case. As far I know, I don't think this is going to affect in the Node.js website at all. So it's a false positive, but yeah, worth checking with them and to double check. But yeah, I was checking this with Jordan and other people from the security collaborator space on the NPM repository, and seems like it's a false positive from that level up. So we can basically ignore it. But yeah, I will drop a message to Claudio, just to double check with him that he's aware of this. Yeah, that was all for the scorecard reporting. I think, yeah. Even if you see some discrepancies here. Also, obviously, there are some discrepancies on Node.js because we made the releases, and sometimes when we make the releases, we get some issues with the commits that we push on without pull requests and things like that. But that's always when we do a release on the way how it's detected. But yeah, aside of that, nothing relevant for us or any additional action item from our side. So yeah, and yeah, regarding the official agenda, rest of the items of today. So I think there is no forum, but I will just double check. So regarding the fusing for Node.js, I think there is no forum today for that. Regarding code integrity in Windows, I think is the same. Audit for build processes, the same because Marco is not present now. And CI
Yeah,
best practices. Yep.
that one I just might mention that we had scheduled a meeting for the 22nd, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
to actually no, we had scheduled it for today, but we pushed
Yep.
it out a week since Marco's out. And so we're gonna have another sync if people are interested in that on the 22nd, just the hour before this meeting. So
Yep.
that's the only update on that one.
Okay. Yeah, from my side on the CI best practices, which is the next topic in the agenda, not a lot of news from my side. For those who are watching and who is interested on the topic, please have a look on the tag for the CI best practices on the security working group repository, well, team repository, because there are some discussions ongoing on some of the requirements. So if you want to participate, feel free to participate on that. And also, I don't have any news regarding the access problems that we currently have to modify the scoring. So yeah, nothing from my side, but yeah, worth mentioning that maybe we should ping Rod also, just to see if he received any kind of news on that, or if we can just push a little bit with the OpenSSF team.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking like maybe you and I should set up a meeting with our person at
Yeah,
OpenSSS and say, assume there's a hostile person who has our account now. Rod's not, but like he
yeah,
shouldn't need to be involved for us to get active, get control
yeah.
of of our scores and stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, yeah. He's involved because he just started that years ago. So
Yeah,
that's why we end up here. But yeah, okay. So yeah, let me see because also I'm pushing to migrate this idea of donate the scorecard monitor and the visualizer to the foundation. We're still waiting for final approvals and so on. So there are
yeah,
some stuff on that way. So maybe we can just coordinate a meeting with both things together. Things good
sounds
idea.
good.
Yeah, I will talk with them on the chat.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
If you just maybe pull me in so I can help,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
I don't know, like what there, there's there should be some way, even if we have to recreate it or something like to handle this case. So
yeah. I
okay.
agree. I
Yeah.
will I will drop a message on the Slack channel for the working group. So yeah, if anyone else is interested to join and is watching this, so just let us know. Yeah, permission model roadmap. I think there is no forum for that, and it's the last topic in the agenda for today. Worth mention that on the permissions model, there are some security patches. I think for 18, 20, and 21 within the last security release made this week. So worth checking if you are using already permission model. Yeah. Anything else that we want to discuss? Okay, I think that's all for today. So that was a fast meeting. See you soon.